What's up guys, I'm back like I never left. In this video we're going to be talking about the top 3 stocks to watch for September 2020. I'm going to explain to you guys exactly the main events that these companies are going to potentially have that can make their stock price significantly higher. I'm also going to be showing you guys exactly the important price point levels that we can use to get involved in these companies as we trade them. And also I'm going to do a quick stock market recap and go over important economic reports that could potentially affect the stock market for tomorrow, guys. So all this important information coming up. Alright guys, so the first company that we're going to be talking about is going to be Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. As you can see today, it's down 5.83% to the downside. It recently did a stock split and it's currently trading at $447.37. So the main news that came out a few days ago is that the company announced that they're going to be diluting shares, adding more shares to raise capital. They're going to be raising approximately $5 billion. So they're taking advantage of how Tesla stock rose significantly to the upside. So this is really great news if you're somebody that is invested in the company for the long term. But if you're somebody that wants to swing trade it and get involved in it for a quick scalp or for a few day swings, this is a bad thing because the stock price went down to the downside. But of course, the main thing that you want to be looking for is the important news and an event that can potentially affect the stock price in the short term. So in September 22, the company is going to be showcasing their electric batteries that they developed and they're working on right now to all the investors. So we can definitely expect Tesla stock to trend to the upside. However, in the short term, it dipped to the downside mainly because of dilution. This sell-off can potentially be driven by people selling off their shares to locking in the profits. Of course, these institution investors, they have to follow some guidelines. Let's say, for example, for ARK Invest on their ETFs, is one stock goes above 10%, they have to sell some of the shares and lock in profits and reinvest it into other companies that they own in those ETFs. So Tesla stock really made a lot of move to the upside, significant move to the upside, and they have to sell some shares and reinvest it into other companies. So that's why you're seeing ARK Invest selling and other institutions also taking off some of their positions from Tesla stock because it's up significantly higher. So right now it gives us a solid opportunity to get involved in it because the use of dilution and also major institutions selling off and locking in their profits definitely is providing us to get in this company for a potential spike up that can happen that in September 22 when they unveil some of their technologies they're working on. So it's a great time right now, this dip, if you're somebody that wants to get involved in this company, to take advantage of it. So the ideal price point is definitely if the stock price goes all the way down to $400. If it goes below that, that will be fantastic. But today, as you can see, it went all the way down to $400. So if you can snag that shares, if it continues to go down to $400, that will be great. But we're going to be using just the $400 area as a support and short term. And of course, as we approach September 22, the stock can definitely break out and go even higher above $500. So that is the potential price points that you can use to get involved in these companies in the short term, and that's going to be the profit target. So now let's talk about this second company, guys. Before we go into the second company, guys, make sure you smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. Okay, so the second company we're going to be looking at is going to be Tortoise Acquisitions, or this company is going to be doing a reverse merger with Hyliion. So I'm going to be calling it HYLN Stock. So if you're somebody that's new to this company, this is not actually the ticker. They're going to be potentially doing a reverse merger, as I mentioned, with Hyliion Stock, and the ticker symbol is going to change to HYLN, and they're expected to complete the merger eventually by September. So that's why we need to really pay attention to this company in this month, specifically through the mid and end of September. So that is when this deal is going to potentially be fulfilled, and they're going to be going public, IPO'd, and a lot of people, major institutions, can definitely start getting involved in it if they like in this company. Of course, we have the PIPE investors, which they initially got in way earlier than the average investors, but still there is a lot of attention, there's a lot of money that can come in and drag the stock price to go higher. So as you can see, the stock price has really been blowing up for the past few days. It's been up like 45, 50, 60% of the upside. So that is fantastic. So the other important thing that I want to talk about is, of course, what is the ideal price point to get involved in it. So there's going to be two types of investors I want to cover. The first one is going to be the people that want to invest in this company for the long term, and the second is going to be the people that want to swing trade it and get in and out quickly and lock in their profits. So for this specific company, you can do both. If you're somebody that's involved in it, they want to get involved for the long term, you can buy it at any price right now, because eventually if the stock, after the merger complete, this stock can definitely go higher. So it doesn't really matter what price point they get involved in. If you're somebody that's relatively want to quickly get in and out, swing trade it, now you have to be super picky about where you want to get involved in this company. So the ideal price point for somebody that wants to get involved in it for a quick trade, just a September in and out trade, is basically wait for the stock price to go down to $40 or to pull back as it gets closer to $40 and $50. That is going to be a good price point to get involved in it. So right now we can theoretically use the $50 whole number area as a support area, even though price really did not test it that much, but that is just going to be an area that we can use. But the main support area that we are going to be looking at is going to be the $40. So if price stays above $40, that is bullish for this company in the short term. And of course, September, a lot of things is going to be coming pretty soon for this company, and the CEO has been going out and talking, doing interviews to get more exposure as they get closer to the IPO date. The third company we're going to be talking about is going to be Hyliion Holdings. Now this company is also going to be doing a reverse merger with Golden Nugget, so the ticker symbol is also going to be changed to this company in the short term. Before they do the reverse merger, you can find this company with ticker symbol LCA. Now this company, a profitable company, recently they announced their earnings and they make profits, and that is fantastic. And I also really like the fact that the stock is edging closer to a breakout area. See, the $17 is basically the maximum point that this stock reached, and it's pulling back to the downside, and it's respecting $40 area, the $15 area as a support. So we can definitely get involved in it, anticipating a future breakout to the upside. So the company is similar to DraftKings. DraftKings follow the same path to the IPO. They did a reverse merger that went public, and the stock shot up significantly, and that company's revenue compared to this one is not really comparable that much. This one is so much better, so expect this stock to potentially spike up once they complete the merger. So definitely keep an eye on it. It's definitely perking up to the upside for potential breakout in the short term, guys. So definitely keep an eye on it. So this is going to be the top 3 stocks that we need to pay attention to for this month. You got Tesla, Hyliion, and Hyliion. Of course, you can watch Workhorse Stock too, but we don't have a specific date for that company where they're going to be announcing the US-based contract. But of course, once that news comes out pretty soon, this stock can also spike up to the upside. Now, let's talk about exactly what happened to the stock market today. As you can see over here, we had a phenomenal day in the stock market. Literally every company in the stock market went up except for Apple. It's having a slight pullback, but that is really fantastic. As you can see over here, we got Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Amazon. You got the bank stocks, the healthcare stock, beverage, like everything literally just went up except for energy, oil and gas, and of course a few software companies, and AMD and Netflix pulling back slightly to the downside. So that is fantastic to see, guys. So we basically break out to the upside, and we're getting a lot of steam, and we are definitely going to see what can potentially happen in the next few days, the next few months. We're edging closer to the election time, so expect the stock market to be a little bit volatile, but as you can see in the short term, this stock market is really breaking out and fueling up to the upside. So that is fantastic if you're somebody that's invested for the long term, to see the stock market recovering all the way from the coronavirus lows to this point, which is all-time highs. Everything is performing really good. Of course, it's really great to see also that all of these sectors are green, so it's really fantastic, except for energy and a few other bunch of companies here and there. So that's phenomenal. So for tomorrow, guys, so we have major economic reports. So at 8:30 a.m. we got the initial jobless claims for August 29. The previous was 1.1 million, and the median forecast is 140,000. Also at 9:30 a.m. initial jobless claims. We also have the continuous jobless claims, federal and state. And at 8:30 a.m. also we have the trader deficit. This is going to be for the month of July. The previous was negative 50.7 billion, and the median forecast is negative 58.9 billion. Also, 8:30 a.m. we got the unit labor cost revisions. It's going to be for Q2. The previous was 12.2%, and the median forecast is 11%. And also at 9:45 we got IHS Market Services PMI, the final for the month of August. The previous was 54.8. Also at 10 a.m. we got the ISM Services Index. It's going to be for the month of August. The previous was 58.1%, and the forecast is 56.8%, guys. So these are going to be the important economic reports we're going to be looking at for tomorrow, guys. So if you have any questions, any comments, you should drop in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, Make sure you subscribe if you want to join the Discord chat. If you want to open up a Webull account, link in the description box below. You deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks. And also, if you want to support the channel and Patreon too, you can definitely do that too, guys. So hope you have a wonderful day. Make sure you have a solid plan before you get any of these companies, guys. I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's video. Peace out.